Alright everyone. So in this video we'll be learning about the three things about the string. So one is string indexing, then string slicing, and one of the common concepts associated in a programming language like a string immutability. So let's just start with the string indexing. So let's just take a same string, or let me just make it little smaller. So I'm just removing this Python and I just love. Alright, now the moment you execute this particular string, it's stored somewhere in a memory. But suppose if you want to access some particular element or a character in this string, let's say L. So every single character has been associated with some kind of address, and that address is called as an index. Now in this case, let me comment it, and inside the comment I'll just write I is being pointed by 0 because indexing here start with the 0. Now address doesn't mean that you need to remember all those physical hard disk location address or a RAM address. Instead of that, 0 is pointing to I. Then we have a space. Now space is a valid character, so that is being pointed by 1. Let's say L has been pointed by 2. O has been pointed by 3. V has been pointed by 4. And E has been pointed by 5. Alright. So now things are crystal clear that we know the location of every single characters are available in a code string. Let's say we want to grab this L. So let's use the code. Now to grab it, we have to use this bracket notation. So just put the bigger brackets, and inside the bigger brackets, let's say L. L has been pointed by 2. So just put 2 here and execute it. And you can see we got this L. Same way, let's say you want to grab I. So I has been pointed with the number 0. So code 0 is equal to I. Let's say if you just try last character is 5 or has been pointed by the index 5. So it is E. If you just try to do let's say 6, immediately we got the index error that this is not a valid index with respect to this code string. That string index out of range. So maximum possible index is 0 to 5 only. You just cannot put anything outside of that. So till now we have used the positive indexing, but same way we can use the negative indexing also. So let's say I want to find this E, but with negative indexing. So negative indexing works here like a -1. So -1 is pointing to same E way the 5 is pointing to. Now don't get confused with this hyphen. Let me just put it here everywhere, the colon. Alright. And V has been pointed by -2. O -3. -4. -5. -6. Alright. So now you can see on a reverse side, you can just start counting like -1, -2, -3, -4. So this way negative indexing works. Now with the help of negative indexing, let's say I want to grab the very last character. So last character always pointed by -1, and you can see we got the E. Same way if you want to get the first character, you can use the -6 and we got I. So just remember one thing, that while positive indexing are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereas the negative indexings are not starting from reverse order from 0, but instead of that it's starting with -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. Alright, so till now we have seen how you can grab one single element or a one single character with positive indexing number and a negative indexing number. Now suppose you want to grab a set of characters. So let's say I want to grab L and O. So let me go ahead and let's just keep code. Now I'm writing here one common syntax like start and a stop index, because you want to go from L, O, and let's say we want to grab L, O, V only. So this is the common syntax. There is a one more step over, so we'll see later. So L has been pointed by number 2. So instead of start, let's just keep it 2 and stop. So we want V also, so we can just simply put 4. But now one thing to remember in a Python programming language is whenever you try to access element this way, either in a string or when we learn about further the advanced data type like a list, the upper bound is always excluded. So when you keep 4, it will be included till 3 only. So if you want to include this V also, in that case you have to increment your upper index by 1. So let's just keep it 5 and let's just execute it. So LOV. So this is called as a string slicing, that you are trying to grab the part of string or a slicing of string. You are sliced down the string. Now in both the cases we have given this start and stop both. Let's say if I do code 0 and nothing I will give at the stop position. So what will happen? So it will list down or grab every single character from 0. Let's say if you just try to do code, let's say from 2 to everything. So if you don't give anything, oops, there is some issues. Yeah. So it will be a love. So you can see love we got extracted. So from 2 everything got extracted. If you want to do, let's say if you don't want to put anything in a start location, so everything from start it will start grabbing. And let's say I just want to grab everything till 3. So 3. But 3 will not be included, just remember. So only I space and L will be included. So I space and L. Alright. So this way string slicing works. Now you can use same way negative indexing also. So suppose I want to grab L and O but with negative indexing. So how it works? So let's just try code. Now in this case the starting values will be -4, -3. So from -4 to -3. But upper bound is always excluded. So just keep 1 incremented and let's just see. So we got LO. So this way negative indexing way also you can slice down your string. Alright, so this is about the string indexing and string slicing. If you are quite new to this kind of notation, it will take little time, because more and more often when you are learning about the Python programming language, you have to cope up with this thing, because lots of places you need to use it. So you need to get comfortable with that. So I would highly suggest you to create your own string and experiment yourself with different indexing position. Alright, one more thing I left. Now one special thing I just want to, there is a one more options like a step. So if you observe here, every time a step size is 1. So when we give like a 2 to 5, so this is 2 to 5 when we have given, every time increment will be by 1. Let's say I want to increment everything by 2. So let's say from 0 to everything and step size of let's say 2. So I, L and V. So if you see here, I, then L and then V. So one character it got jumped. So in this case the increment got by 2. Let's say you want to I'm reverse this thing. So you can reverse with -1 increment. So every single value from start to the end and then -1. So this is a very famous way to get your string reverse. So you can see it has been reversed completely string. Now what just happened that at a start position we want everything from starting, so we didn't write anything. We want till end of the string, so we didn't write anything, but we want increment by 1. Now if you just put, instead of -1, if you just try to put, let's say 1, so it will be a same string, nothing changed. If you just try to do again -1, and if you observe it, the same thing completely got reversed, because increment happens in a reverse way, in a -1 fashion. Alright, so see you into next video. We have seen how string indexing and a slicing works. In the next video, we will see string immutability, one of the very important concept in a programming language.